So in these times of activism and organizing and community building, a lot of times we can't see an end to the work that we do. And so I came across this piece that was done by the Zapatistas, they took this poem and this proverb from the Mayans, and they translated it into Spanish, and then I heard it under a translation into English, and then I kind of reinterpreted it and remixed it. And in this poem, it talks about this old man who went up high into a mountain, and he started to plant seeds, and he planted, and he planted, and he planted. And this old man was ridiculed and made fun of, and a lot of people would ask him, how can you plant seeds that you'll never see grow? Didn't matter to him, and he kept planting and planting. And one day this old man, he died and he passed away. And a few generations later, some little kids went up high into the mountains to play. And to their amazement, there was a beautiful forest and a garden growing. And so they ran back to the village to get their parents, and their parents went up to the mountain and they asked themselves, who could have planted this? How could this beautiful forest and garden be growing up in the mountains? And so they went back to their village and found the oldest relative, their oldest person in their village, and they asked her, how can this happen? How can a beautiful garden or forest grow high into the mountains? And she thought about it, and she thought about it. And then she remembered it was a crazy old man. She goes, I remember him. We used to call him the crazy old man. And so after a small discussion, the village celebrated this crazy old man because in the summer, the canopy from the trees kept them cool. In the winter, the wood of the forest kept them warm. And it also allowed them to grow plants because the roots from the trees allowed the soil to stand firm. And so even though generations later, he was affecting his community, when he was planting seeds, he was ridiculed, called crazy, called names, called a crazy old man, but he was still able to affect change. So often as activists, organizers, community builders, people who care for humanity, we have to plant seeds. And so plant seeds of resistance, no matter how small or feeble they may be. Plant the seeds of change, let them grow to cover our pain and our sorrow. Plant seeds to unify the peoples of the Americas, the peoples of the world. Plant seeds to grow a canopy of change, a rainforest of hope, a flower of love, a garden of peace. Plant seeds for justice and equality. Plant the seeds for indigenous rights. Plant seeds for those who toil and struggle, nurture and love them. Plant seeds so we may grow, so our children may eat of its fruit, so we may cleanse our bodies, so the fruit may heal us. Plant seeds so our air may be clean, so we may drink fresh, sweet water. Plant seeds to destroy imperialism, white supremacy, global domination. Allow its branches to break through the concrete, steel, and twist of iron. Plant seeds so we can dream of a new world. Plant seeds so in its leaves we can hear the joyous voices of freedom. So in its flowers we can see the world's beauty. So in its branches we can feel its reassuring strength. So in its trunk we can stand firm on who we are. In its roots we can remember the past and what we have forgotten. Plant seeds, nurture them, water them, speak to them, love them. Plant seeds and let them grow. Let us plant seeds with the rest of the world to be an example of what is possible. Plant seeds, plant seeds, plant seeds because it is necessary.